forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
All right, Alana, a pattern we have become accustomed to these days.
So different, Glenn. It's totally different than where we were last year. And as we close out these spring weeks here, last couple days, we do see that stormy pattern holding on. Things are going to change, though. I'm going to show you what I mean. Live view from Oak City, Millard, and Juab County, where thunderstorms are overhead. A stalled front teaming up with that abundance of moisture we have in the state. And that's where we've seen the focus of those storms. That front came from that area of low pressure to the north of us. So I wanted you to see that before we zoomed in. Storms blossoming this afternoon with the help of daytime heating, and this is exactly where that front is, and that's why eastern, south central, and portions of southern Utah staying active. We've been isolated in the north. This is what it looked like in Uinta. Great storm that came through. This was just before noon. Thank you to Greg for sending this our way. The rain coming down, a little bit of hail in there, some thunder and lightning. We've also seen that heavy downpour in Salt Lake County, Davis County, Weber County. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Hit or miss with the storms this afternoon. 65 in Vernal, 80 in Moab, 90 in St. George. Made it back to the 90s along the Wasatch Front. Showers and thunderstorms, they don't want to go. By 6 p.m., mid-70s. Pleasant temperatures out there, but the chance for this activity actually amps up as we get closer to ABC4 News at 10. By 11, 65 degrees, and we've got storms on the move, and the model brings them right here into Salt Lake County. Nocturnal activity expected tonight by 4 a.m., 60 degrees, and the wet weather holding on for parts of the Wasatch Front. Live look from Hiram Reservoir. We've got some storms in the distance. This is beautiful to see. The reservoir at 95% capacity. All of this wet weather paired with our record snowpack has left our reservoirs in really good shape. Look at some of these numbers in the north. Jordanelle, healthy. East Canyon, Causey Reservoir, no motorboats. Willard Bay, 95%. As we look at those reservoir levels in the southern half of the state towards Schofield, Ken's Lake over near Moab, Gunlock at 106% of average. Sand Hollow really healthy. We've seen those numbers rising and those water levels rising. Lake Powell now up 54.2 feet, more than 5 feet at the Great Salt Lake. So that is a plus, but that means the storms, they're helping us, but they're still in the forecast. Excessive rainfall for tomorrow, it changes. It comes out of northern Utah. So Cache Valley and the northern Wasatch Front will be quiet, but those stronger storms will tap into moisture potential and could see some heavy rain. That's going to change flash flooding. Futurecast shows us by 8 p.m. we've got development in the West Desert, Tooele County, over Castle Country. Here it comes into Salt Lake County, so it's late. By midnight, nocturnal storms on the move from Ogden to Provo, and we'll see those move to the backside of the Wasatch. Isolated activity holding on for the overnight in northern and central Utah. By tomorrow, the threat of storms, it's still around. It's going to focus in northeastern Utah, central Utah, and as far south as Iron County. A little drier, it looks like, from Cache Valley into Salt Lake, so we could just see some pleasant temperatures with an isolated shower or storm to start the day and then clearing out for the afternoon and evening. By the end of the work week, moisture holds on in southeastern Utah towards the Four Corners. Here we are at Friday at 6 a.m. Notice how those storms kind of hold steady on the eastern side of the state, but the rest of the state, drier conditions, setting up for a weak ridge. Flash flood potential for tomorrow has now been upgraded. Capitol Reef and the swell probable for flash flooding with these slow-moving storms and heavy downpours. Possible for the rest of the region. Grand Gulch out of the mix. It's unlikely there. Temperatures overnight, 50s and 60s with those nocturnal storms. 51 in Blanding, 63 in St. George. Daytime highs tomorrow still running below average with low 70s along the Wasatch Front. We'll see low 90s in Washington County, mid 80s in Moab, but drier conditions wanting to move in. Chance of showers and storms for the Wasatch Front and Wasatch Back with 70s and 60s for those highs tomorrow. Threat of storms. Do I say that a lot? I feel like I do because we've seen them a lot Thursday and Friday in the south. Father's Day, 94, looking nice down there in Washington County. The Wasatch Front bringing in scattered potential for tomorrow. Drier Friday and Saturday in Salt Lake. Father's Day brings in the slight chance. We will see winds picking up into next week. Now, when we talk slight chance, it's very slight into next week. We're seeing a bit of a pattern change here, and so we will see clouds, we will see winds, but we may not be as stormy Monday into Tuesday.
That's quite a ride there, temperature-wise.
Woo! That's a cold storm that's going to be to the north of us, and it's going to drop our daytime highs.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, appreciate that. Turning out to sports, and Wesley Ruff and the Bees looking for some redemption today.
Have to. They got drilled last night in Oklahoma City, but today they played a matinee game, and the results a bit different. The Bees